The 7 investigators were the first to expose a risky landing practice at Detroit Metro Airport. The U.S. Special Counsel already told Congress and the president that the FAA needed to address the safety issues with this landing system.
Tonight, 7 investigator Heather Catallo shows us the airport is using that landing approach again, and now another federal probe is underway to determine why.
We're going around, we're unstable.
When Detroit Metro Airport is landing 3 planes at once, pilots sometimes have to abort their landings.
Tower sky was 3650, going missed.
Sky was 3650, say going missed?
Going missed.
Going missed can be risky.
The aircraft could get very close. The worst case scenario, of course, is collision.
The planes on the westernmost runway have to approach at an angle using something called the Instrument Landing System, or ILS Yankee Offset Localizer. It's an antenna system, but air traffic controllers say its placement at Metro results in the signal getting interrupted, especially when other planes taxi right in front of it.
You guys need to be off of Yankee and go to Zulu.
Trust me, that's a constant discussion.
No, it's not a discussion, it's a safety issue coming from the pilots.
Is that approach safe?
In my opinion, no. And in the special counsel opinion, no, it is not.
Before he retired, veteran air traffic controller Vincent Sugin filed a federal whistleblower complaint with the U.S. Office of Special Counsel. Back in 2020, the special counsel agreed with Sugin and wrote a letter to the president urging a review of the safety issues associated with the ILSY approach procedure. The Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, says the approach does not create imminent danger, but they stopped using it during the first special counsel investigation. Then they used it again last summer. So an air traffic controller who's still on the job agreed to talk to the 7 investigators.
Why are we using it again after the special counsel asked us not to?
And now a third whistleblower is speaking out. Both controllers say they could be fired if the FAA knew their identities, so we aren't revealing their names or faces.
These are all complaints from all the larger mainline airline pilots. They're saying, why are we using this? And that's always the question, why?
The controllers say the Yankee approach is especially risky during bad weather.
They have to turn right at the last second. When they're coming out of the clouds, that very critical phase of flight, they're having to correct. And if you're doing that in a crosswind, it's added complexity for them.
The 7 investigators obtained radar playbacks of the FAA using the Yankee Offset Localizer yet again, this time on a rainy night in September. During those triple approaches, wind gusts were up to 35 knots at one point.
Tower Delta 2690 ILS TRM, Yankee 4 left.
Runway 4 left, clear to land.
That night, one pilot appears to veer off course on the approach as he tries to intercept the offset localizer signal. It's not clear yet whether the signal was blocked, but air traffic controllers say this exchange is concerning.
They're reporting 996, verify your intercept localizing.
Intercepted now, it was linked to capture.
Why ask the U.S. Special Counsel to investigate again?
Because I think it's unsafe. I think that the conduct of the people that are in charge for the purview of the safety of the flying public, the pilots and the controllers, are failing them.
Those allegations cannot be officially substantiated until the investigation is over. But the Office of Special Counsel told Sugin they, quote, found a substantial likelihood of wrongdoing based on the information he submitted.
They don't take this stuff lightly. They don't.
In a statement, a spokeswoman from the FAA told us, quote, the FAA cooperates with all Office of Special Counsel investigations and said the FAA has put mitigations in place to ensure safe operations. At Metro Airport, I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you so much, Heather.